Hello everyone. I wanted to get everybody an update about my mom's situation. So last week during the 1 hour visitation hour that's open to anybody on their list, it's only 1 hour a week, he called first and said, I want to come visit my wife, but it's 100 miles from my house. I don't want to be turned away. And they said, oh no, she's up to seeing you, come on up. And he did, and when he got there, they turned him away again. He then called me a few days later after talking to the head of her care team, who told him that mom has dementia, that's their diagnosis. They went, unbeknownst to him, they got a court order to medicate her for dementia because she was refusing to take pills. So they decided to give her injections. Since then, they've been telling him that mom is going downhill. This is dementia. She's never going to get better, and she needs to go into a nursing home. The person who answered the phone in that particular wing of the facility told me that my mother didn't want to speak to me or anyone else, and she was laying down. My mother was diagnosed with major depressive disorder years and years ago, and she's been on SSRIs. When I heard that she just is laying around, I thought immediately depression. If they're injecting her with meds for dementia, but she actually has depression and they're not helping her with that, of course she's just going to be laying in bed. I called her husband and I said, you need to get in touch with that hospital and you need to tell them my mom needs her SSRIs. They're not giving those to her. Otherwise she wouldn't just be laying in bed. I called the facility and I demanded to speak to the administrator. She got me to her manager, who is the admissions manager, something like that. I spoke to that woman. She told me they did not have on record that my mom had depression. They were treating her for dementia only. It can be true. She can have dementia, but she also has depression. If you're not treating her for both, that's medical neglect. She assured me she would go to her care team and tell them. We're now giving her depression medicines. She was up, walking around, talking to people, playing their games that they had out for the other patients. She was eating, and when he called to speak to her for the first time, instead of hearing she's laying in bed, she doesn't want to talk to you, she told him that she was busy playing with her friends. Both things can be true. People can have dementia and depression, but if they're not being medicated for the depression, the result is somebody laying around in bed not getting better. Thank you so much for watching.